Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are on the red planet, in a place where money isn't a thing and where we have a space base. Although it does need some finishing over here with the cube buildings, but it's a space base nonetheless. It looks rather spacey, if you ask me. Look, we even have a rocket over here, you know, if we need to send some vandalizing gas back to the home planet. So, yeah, here we are. Now, as it stands, we have, well, a base. A basis as well. But yeah, you know, we have roller coaster, we have some slam down rides. So, you know, the basics are here. And that means that it is time to enter some guests into the park. Now, my preference is, of course, to have new guests enter the park. But I guess because there's nobody really walking towards towards the park, so I'm just gonna pick like the last few guests that have entered over here, and we're gonna name them after viewers. So let's see, right? I have the big old name list over here. So this time I'm gonna have you in the park because you wanted to be in the park so badly. There. And we are gonna have, now you're in line, so you're not gonna be a guest. We're gonna have you, and you are going to be, G-Rack? I hope I didn't butcher this or write it down incompletely. But there you go. And then the last guest is going to be named... let's see. We're gonna go with F1 Fan 112. And I hope I didn't butcher this either by writing it down wrong. Alright, well, welcome to the park all, and yeah, keep an eye on what you're doing, right? So long as you don't demolish any benches, I am happy. Speaking about which, let us do a quick vandalism scan. As I expected, there is none, but we are going to preemptively place down a few guards, because we can. Money isn't a thing, so there you go, 4 guards. Pricing is also not a thing, so we won't bother with that. Now, as for what we need to do, currently there isn't really that much space in the park, and then I'm talking about path space. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand, because I feel that is the most urgent thing we need to do. I think we need to build another space base, and the location that I have in mind for it is right over here. I think a space base really around this crater would be really nice. I'm not sure whether or not we're going to keep it, most likely not, but I think this is an excellent place. So let me build this space base over here, and if I zoom out, yeah, no, that is indeed the best place over here. So, right, okay, space base building time then, huh? I guess we're gonna start out over here, and I know this is not the most interesting part, but it has to happen, so just bear with me as I do the laborious terraforming and whatnot. Also, we could go with some weird shapes for our space bases, but I feel like just a square or rectangle, I think that is, well, enough for what we need, you know? We don't really need any fancy shapes. Besides, it would only hamper the space efficiency that we can use inside the base. Right. So now we need to go like this, and then like this, and then, yeah, this is it. Meow, 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 meow. Hear the spacey music, man. It is so fitting. Right, and then downwards, and then like this, and then all the way like this. Now, how far do I want to extend this? Doesn't really need to go all the way to the edge of the park, so that's not really what I'm aiming for. I think what we're gonna need is right around till this crater, more or less, till the crater's edge. So that's what we're gonna be aiming for. Oh man, I wish there was like some blueprint thingy which I could just smack down and then, you know, that'd be it. That'd be the end all of all the terraforming. I mean, imagine if we would have that in the game. Oh man, terraforming would all of a sudden become terraforming again. Oh well. Can't always have what you want. It's a valuable lesson I learned in my upbringing. Now, we're also gonna have these fancy corner pieces, as I don't want identical clones of each space base, you know? It needs to have a little bit of its own character, each base dies. So, and then there we have it. Good! Whoa. And then there was the noise of the park. Let me just quickly check a thing. I'll be right back. Right, and back. Yeah, I had to adjust some sound levels. Even though you cannot hear it, I can hear it. Now, as for... I think this right over here is the best place for us to make the space base entry. So... let me see. And then we need to have this be... like this. And then like this, because we do want everything to have a how do you put that? A similar look, or whatever. That, you know. Alright, and there we are. Now, as for the path, I'm not gonna hook everything up right away, you know. I'm first gonna lay out the groundworks, so to say. So then once everything is ready, only then will I guess this seems about right. I guess we could actually have this go in a small detour like this, just to create a little bit more path entry place. You know, so we have a little bit more space to place our stuff here. Now, yeah, I have decided as well, we are going to get rid of... No, this is not what I want. We are gonna get rid of this crater, really, because it's just annoying, and it really decreases the amount of, of flat land space that we have. I'm also gonna remove these, so it's just flat on the inside. I like this much better. Right, okay. Also, you know, whilst we are at it, we might as well paint it. I mean, I don't really know why I clicked it away, you know, the ground paint option. I might as well have done it. Could have saved me some work, you know, save some time on terraforming. But also, I see that I haven't really been thorough with the whole weird corner setup stuff that we had going on there. I know the painting, it is temporary, don't worry. Now, of course, I do want a... No, that's not what I want. I do want the same rocket over here. Every base needs its own rocket, or it's not a space shuttle, so I guess it is indeed really a rocket. We shall have it over here. This is where the rocket will be. Right. Oops. I didn't want to have it face like that. I want it to be accessible, so it needs to be there. I don't know, actually. I guess to have it accessible, we need the entrance platform to be over there. Right, okay. So with our defining landmark now in place. Also, let's get the buildings in here, right? I want a hangar over here, a big one. And I want two smaller ones over here. I guess also we could make this one bigger. And by bigger, I truly mean bigger. Like that. I mean, I know there isn't a way through there, but that's kind of okay. And then we'll have another small one here. Oops, that's not the way. This is the way. Right, okay, so now we can lay out our pathing work. We're actually gonna go through this hangar, I feel. I think that's the right course of action. So, There, go around the rocket, so there is access to it. There. I mean, imagine if you're walking here when it launches. Yeah, I think you're gonna get some smoke here and there, you know, perhaps, you know, just saying. Also, I think it would be really cool if we go behind these hangars and then go around them. There. Which, I mean, I know this could probably be laid out like a lot more efficient and whatnot, but I think that this is good enough. Then what we need is to get all our facilities in here. So now we're not gonna build them on the outside. So first thing people want, of course, is a toilet. We'll build 2 because why not, right? You can even get rewards for them, so we might as well. There, open up. Then I want, you know what, we're also gonna get one of these because, well, you know, I mean, why not really is the more important question to ask. And as far as the space colors go, we might as well make them blue or red. Or some variants of orange, as we have plenty of that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go with orange because it's fancy. Now, let me see. We'll build one over here with them hats. We'll go with black hats, you know, black leather cowboy hats. Want and give. I mean, not really. I'm not the type of person to walk around with a black cowboy hat. I think that's not right in between. Actually, this might be a rather... Cancel. I want to rebuild this. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to even get something in between there. Fine then, game. Fine then. If that's the way of things, you know, we will keep it over there. Now I know that with this is all swag that we're putting over here. So yeah. Also, I did go with fancy orange, so I guess we'll have to stick with that, so we can see in which part from the base they have bought their swag, you know? I mean, that way we can measure which base is doing better and all that. There, we'll open this, let's see, we'll get another one of these out here. Don't want to place anything there, really, because it's on the inside, so... we'll probably put it next to the toilet. Because that's the logical place, right? For any drink stall. They get fresh supply every time. Now these are supposed to be close to the drink stall. So I guess we could place these over here. Then a food thingy, which we might as well place near the rocket here. There, have some space chicken, probably lab-grown chicken, you know, from a petri dish. And then we'll also have an ice cream thingy there. Because on Mars it's freezing anyway, so making ice is easy. Now that we got this, we can interiorify this whole shenanigan here, which we shall quickly do. There. Man, do I miss the sound of actually placing these? I mean, of course we have a good visual right now, but still, you know, it's kind of off-putting that the jut sound isn't here. Jut, you know, the sound of placing interior. Jut. Oh yeah, my sounds, man. I can do sounds, me. Right, I think, and one there should be enough. We're also gonna place plenty of these, and you know what? Whilst we're at it, we might as well add a few space light posts. I know they don't do anything, but seeing how we're gonna make a good looking park of this anyway, we might as well place a few, you know? And you know what? We're actually going to remove them from over here, as these are outside places. These are unsurfaced, so there. And then we'll place a few more here and here. Good. Now we will place these, of course, because these are cool and the guests like them. So therefore we have to place... Oops. We have to place them. We don't want to do that. I mean, I can still remember from the vanilla, you know, when they weren't lava water colored, that the guests actually can have thought that, ooh, I really like the jumping fountains. Which is, of course, you know, the primary goal for any park, to have guests commenting on your jumping fountains. Well, if that's truly the case, then you know how high the bar is raised, right? Okay, so after this, all we need is some stuff in here to keep stuff clean. Which, well, right now isn't really an issue. Setting this up. You will have the outer space. Which is where we actually are. Outer space. And you will have the inner. Well, you will have the base. There. And you will have the base too to keep clean. I believe this... yeah, that's covering everything. Alright, we will also get a few loose walking mechanics, because I don't want any sudden crashes. And I guess that our area right now is open for business, so let us open it for the guests, so they can wander off. Now there's nothing here, but we are going to change that. What do we have that we can build? Not much, really. I think we have all the thrill rides, so we are going to not have thrill rides for the time being. Neither are we gonna have... well, hold on a second, hold your horses. We can have space rings. Oh, and there was actually a name suggestion that now comes to mind, which, well, you know, the suggestion was to also put the thing over here, which we're going to do. I didn't sneakily place it here, right? No, I didn't. Good, good, good. Then, the entrance will be there. The exit will be there. And this, of course, all needs to be sorted proper. Yeah, it's done. It's open. We are going to call this the Cosmonaut Training Program. There. Because we are different. We are not astronauts. We are cosmonauts. Also, I might have forgotten to do that. I don't think it matters much, as we're not going to create that many bridges, but... now the queue for this is actually a little bit on the long side, because preferably we would keep this a little bit shorter. You know, a one tile is actually more than enough. Also, we want the space entrance. Yeah. Then for these, how about something fancy? Like this. Or this. Or not. Yeah, probably not is the better option. That's something you see a lot more. Right, the Cosmonaut Training Program. It is in operation. Now we do have quite a few tracked rides, and I kind of want to build one. And well, we have choices between Ghost Ride and this, or the go-karts. And to be honest, I think my preference is the go-karts, logically, but see, in terms of tracked rides, we can get the car ride, and then we're pretty much sorted for it. Now, if we take a look, we can have one here, but I don't want like the other two right next to it. I kind of want to space. See what I did there? Space it out a little bit. So I want like one here, and then another one here, and then another one here, and somewhere the last one. So because of that, I think we're better off if we go with the... oh, it's actually over here. If we go with the Ghost Ride, ooh, and you know what? No, actually, I have a plan for the Ghost Ride, which is insanely cool, but we cannot, we can't like build that over here, because that would be a little bit lame. I think it would be better suited over here, you know. If we have like a space base here, and then. See, what I think is going to be really cool, if we have the Ghost Ride go through an abandoned base. A ghost base, you know? Yeah, that sounds like the plan. Right, okay. I think... yeah, if we build this over here, and then go backwards a little with it. I know we need to change the entrance style as well. We will do that. Yeah, it's gonna happen. We could have it go out over there all the way, but I think that would be a little bit too long. So now also what I want is for this to go through an alien area. So maybe we should set that up first and then have our ghost train ride go around it. So I want a volcano, because volcanoes are cool. And then it's kind of like gonna be some sort of alien town over here. Maybe with a few wreckages from our own space program stuff, you know, like this, for example. And then maybe it has crashed, so it would be facing like over there. Because we are great pilots, not. Also, let's get a few more buildings in here. I don't want these because we're using them inside our own bases, but maybe like a few smaller bloops and blobs there, or maybe like 2 over here. There. Wait. Oh, they're actually they are unique on. Okay. Apparently so. Didn't know that. Then I want a thingy covering this so it has entrance. I want a few light bulbs around this one. Because why not, right? I believe if we do it like this, it's gonna look cool. And cool is of course also, I don't want you, because I have track plans over there. Also, I don't want you. So basically there's only one side that is not gonna actually, I also don't really want you. This one can stay. Alright, it's a bit at random right now, but fine, whatevs. Also, we need an entry point for you there. Right, that seems proper. Let's also get this sorted here. Doesn't need to be too long. So, maybe that is already a little bit too long. I don't know. Seems about right though. To me at least. Also, see, I want to keep this free. So what we're gonna do, I think that's the best option, is to go like this. And then, oh, well, I guess your entry thingy just got removed. And then go like this, and then have the path over here do the same thing. Yeah, and then just go like this. And then we can easily lay out the exit track. Oh man, the clever planning of me. I are pro tycoon, I. And then up, and then there we are. Perfect, perfect. Couldn't have done it any better myself. Oh wait, I am the one who did this. Game, new Rollercoaster Tycoon. Right, this is looking very good. I like the way this is going so far. I guess right now we are more than ready, as we'll ever be, to start construction of, well, of the tracks. Also, you can be closed for the time being. Let's actually go over here. And then have a wide curve go up. No wide curve apparently. Have a small curve, then go up. And then well, we could do a zigzag over here. And then if I can't go down there. But we can go down right now over here, which is what we're gonna do. And then I can't do a wide curve, but that's alright. See, we're gonna visit our own station a little over here. Look, and now we get the possibility to kind of weave this through the scenery. which I think is an excellent idea, if I may say so. Should we go up? I guess we're actually gonna leave it at this height level, at least for now. And then something like this. Yes. And then one more over here. Now it's not like I want to leave this at this height continuously, so I am gonna add a little bit of height to this. And then actually go into the ooh, that's cool. We are into the craters right now. I could even add some fountains. That has been suggested, you know, and I mean, I do take note of suggestions made. But I don't really know how the fountains are gonna turn out. So I'm a bit hesitant to start doing fountains in this park. But I guess, you know, to see how they would turn out, I guess now would be the best time, if any. So, also, I kind of would like to go down there already. So, how about we do this? We don't want this to be too long either, because of our already relatively long queue. So, you see that we're heading at the exit. I think it's the perfect time to just head straight towards it and then hook it up. There. Perfect. Right. Maybe this is one of the most boring cycle monorail rides that we have ever made. But, oh well. We can also... No, we cannot change the cars. So we're gonna have space helicopters in a place where there is no air. We still have helicopters. Yeah, beats me how that works, but I guess the game knows best, right? Yeah, this is all sorted. I guess what we need to do is get a cool name, and oh man, someone gave like a hell of a lot of cool space names, and I was like, oh man, I need to look these up, and now I started recording and I didn't look them up. So I'll do that next time, you know, because my space naming skills are poor at best and horrible at, well, not even at worst, it's even beyond that. So, how are we gonna name this then? Prepare for stupid names. Why don't we call this yeah. Ooh, you know, with space time traveling and all that, we are gonna call this the butterfly. It's not really a butterfly, but of course, because of a certain famous effect, that's why we have this named like this. Now, the helicopters itself, let's make these black, and then with the blue thingies, I want these to be some type of red. This is kind of fitting, if I'm honest, and then black supports as well. I mean, it doesn't really stand out. What if I change this around? I mean, maybe that will look at least a bit better. And then like this. No, that's not the right one. Oh, now it's technically invisible. I don't like it. No, we're gonna change it back. This is the way it will look. Yeah, that's good. Right, so now the butterfly effect is a part of our base. However, I also want to know, eggheads, you have given me... Let's take a look at the messages, see what I've gotten, because I can't believe that it's just the coaster. We have the fries stall. I guess we should place that. We also have the flying roller coaster, the stand-up steel roller coaster, and the creepy 3D. Right, I guess all that we can do for the time being is get ourselves a fries stall in both our bases. So we'll sort that out, and well, seeing how the development of Slam Down Gentle and Thrill Ride is kind of stalling at the moment, I feel that the only real option that we have is to build a coaster, because that's really where the eggheads are pushing us. So that's a thing, but that's gonna happen next time, when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.